Alright, let's see. Using the A, this D shape with the A to make this little organ lick with the flat 5 in it. And with the right hand, you can use your, that hybrid picking stuff. Just see if I can turn this thing around. Not much to it on this, and it's not as hard as with the slide. And then coming down to the other one. Get some of the left hand back in there. So you got this. Then of course on that that E, you can come up and use that G shape to get that high power chord with it. Yeah, wrong notes. If you want those high things like that. Let's see. There's one more moving up. There's a really cool move with the minor chord. I think it was Albert King that did this kind of solo. It was a 12-bar blues. It was a minor 12-bar blues, and the solo was just. So if you were in A, it was just. Then you go to the 4. Then the 5. But it was just doing that and really just shaking the living heck out of the strings like that. But it was all it was this, you got the A minor down here open. All it is that same shape, an octave up, and an A shape of the minor chord, but just using the top 3 strings. So you'd be 3rd string 14th fret, 2nd string 13th fret, and 1st string 12th fret, and just playing. You can do some really cool stuff like that, and then moving from this one down into the E7, it's the same thing. You got an A right here on the 3rd string 14th fret, and you got that half step move down to the G sharp, which is the 3rd of that dominant E chord, and then you can play that dominant E chord like this. Not one I see used a lot, but man, it sounds really cool. And that one is played 3rd string 13th fret, 2nd string 12th fret, and 1st string 10th fret. So that one's stacked low to high. That you got the 3rd, the 5th, and the flat 7. Again, no root. So. So within this A as well, you got the 3rd right here, or the flat 3rd, and so you got the 2 right there, so you can get some little licks in there. And you reach up here, get the G, get the flat 7 of that A minor. stuff. Six are a different thing. I'll get to those in a minute, but that's a bunch of different chord stuff you can do all the way up the neck. There's a lot of fun on that song. All right, so some sixth you can do. So with the A minor chord, you got, and so you can basically visualize that out of the that E shape of the A minor chord at the 5th fret. So you got the 3rd string, 5th fret, and the 1st string, 5th fret. And you slide both of those up a whole step. And then the next one is 3rd string, 9th fret, and 1st string, 8th fret. So you got. So what you're doing on the top, you're connecting the root to the flat 3rd when you got the 2nd in the middle. So that's good as a single note melody, and on the bottom you've got the flat 3rd to the 4th to the 5th. So both of those lines are connecting chord tones. So those work good as a single note melody or in 6 like this, where you're just playing, essentially just playing both melodies at once. That's all those are, is just connecting chord tones. Okay, and then getting from that stuff into the E chord, the dominant E chord, you've got that same, essentially the same move down here with the E. You got to be careful because you can't go, even though it's a dominant E chord, this is a minor sounding song, so you can't take the dominant thing too far. But right here you got, of course, you got the 3rd string 1st fret and the E string open, or 1st string open, and then the 3rd and 1st string at the 2nd fret, and then the 3rd and 1st string at the 4th fret. That essentially just works over a E major chord. So when you're right here on that A minor, you just move this down a half step, and that gets you to the E. So. You can add extensions in there, so you got root, 2nd, 3rd. You can get the 4th in there. That kind of stuff, and you can work that stuff out on lower string sets as well. Just watch, attach everything to a chord shape, and and you'll see how they lay out. A lot of that stuff happens on mostly the higher strings. I do that stuff sometimes on the lower strings, but kind of as a tag to a song. But don't use them nearly as much. But they do sound really cool when you use them low in the right spot. All right, man. Have fun with that one.